Welcome everyone to this engaging session on Women in GRC. The governance, risk and compliance landscape is dynamic, challenging and ever evolving. Women have been making remarkable strides in this space, bringing strong leadership, strategic thinking and resilience to the forefront. Today, we have the honor of speaking with Ms. Umadevi Parur Unnikrishnan, a highly accomplished leader in risk management and compliance. Currently serving as the Chief Risk Officer at Muthoot Capital Services Limited, Ms. Uma Devi has over 2 decades of experience in the BFSI sector, specializing in credit and operational risk management, regulatory compliance, and corporate governance. Her career spans roles at Yes Bank, Dhanlaxmi Bank, ICICI Bank, and Reliance Capital, where she has played a pivotal role in strengthening risk frameworks, policy formulation, and strategic decision making. Her expertise also extends to auditing and financial consulting, making her a well rounded risk professional. Ms. Uma Devi's journey reflects not just expertise but also resilience and adaptability, qualities essential for any leader in the GRC domain. Today, we look forward to learning from her experience and insights as we explore the opportunities and challenges for women in this field. Let's begin our conversation. We welcome you, ma'am.
Good morning.
So
It's nice to be here.
Thank you so much. Likewise. So moving on to our first question. What drew you to the world of risk management and how your career evolved to this leadership role?
Post my qualification, I got a breakthrough and joined the Dhanlaxmi Bank. And I gained experience as a member of a professional team. Being a chartered accountant, I'm always passionate towards analytics, auditing, and risk management. And my passion actually drew me towards risk management functions. I started to move my ladder slowly and steadily, and after gaining experience in different fields of banking. Strategic decisioning and identifying risk and risk mitigations is always thrilled, and it gave me a thirst for me to learn more. Meantime, I upgraded myself by doing some risk and banking certifications. Almost after 9 years of journey with the Dhanlaxmi Bank, I joined S Bank as a corporate risk team. And again, it was a challenging role. And I got an opportunity to meet so many corporates and also to understand the risk involved in the each business model. In 2022, I joined Muthoot Capital Services as CRO. As everyone knows, that Muthoot Capital is a pioneer in two-wheeler business and under the flagship of Papachan Group. So the company's no compromise on governance, it really attracted me and reshaped me as a full-fledged risk leader.
So that's nice. I see definitely a lot of learning that has driven you to choose this path, and also a lot of interest and your curiosity into always has shaped your entire path in career. So that's really inspiring, ma'am. So the second question that I have is financial institutions are facing increasing regulatory and operational risks. In your opinion, what's the most pressing risk today and how should organizations tackle it?
He rightly said, nowadays all financial institutions are facing increased regulatory risk due to the rising of regulatory expectations and also the deeper examinations. And regulatory guidance and its compliance in real time, it's a challenges for the financial institutions. On the other hand, like operation risk is also an aspect where changing, the business model is changing constantly due to the advancement in the technologies. And also, many companies are more dependent on AI tools, new APIs, and also there is a growth in the fintech companies. Competitions is there, and also there is a dependency on the outsourced activities is all increasing. And top of it, I would say that the pressing risk a financial institution is facing now is the cyber security related risk, because the fraudsters are using more sophisticated techniques and for ransom attacks, phishing schemes and all. So it will definitely severely affect the operations of the company and reputation, as well as it will lead to a significant financial loss to the company. So for mitigating such kind of risk, actually, the organization has to invest more on the cybersecurity infrastructures, and also the regular training of employees in cybersecurity definitely will help to overcome these issues. And the organization should have a incident response plan and change management. So this definitely help the organization to mitigate some extent. And also the regulators has come with the guidelines on the uh, operation risk. So this complying with the guidance will help the organization a lot.
Correct. Now everywhere we hear about AI. Any tool you see, you're asking if there is an artificial intelligence in it. So what are the risks associated with it and how to go about it? So that was also one thing that has recently come up. So I can definitely understand, as you're saying, that for every organization, it's important, firstly, to invest good amount of time and energy into these, establishing a good framework on that front. And apart from that, also the employees should have an awareness from within as to what they are dealing with. And that again definitely comes from a top to bottom culture, I would say. Yes, ma'am. Very nice. So yes, now as a woman in leadership role within this risk management, I'm sure apart from the challenges that we just spoke of before, there would be many challenges you would have encountered. How did you overcome them, ma'am?
See, actually, in risk management, actually it requires leaders to make a high stake of decision that definitely will affect the entire organization as a whole, the business. So there is a common mindset that women are fit only for a specific leadership styles, and that may not, and they may not get aligned to the nature because of the nature or the physical or mental. So, but I would say that it is completely wrong because women knows how to tackle and balance, and this is already proved by many leaders in this
Absolutely.
world. And also nowadays, no, women are everywhere, and definitely there is no exceptions for that. Actually, at the board level or senior management level, everyone is proving their ability. And on decision making or strategic planning, women are equally contributing and well recognized. Honestly speaking, in my previous organization or in my current organization, I never come across any type of such challenges being a woman. Okay, and it actually by present organizations, they actually promote, they actually wanted ladies to come up front, and that was that really a good sign. And that whatever we say, whatever we give as a suggestions, it was taken in a right way.
Right. So I think it's got a lot more to do with your colleagues as well that play a very important role in shaping your career and the kind of encouragement
Yeah.
that you get from them. Correct, ma'am. Can you share an example of a major risk or a crisis you had to manage, and what were the key lessons did you take from that experience?
Uh, yeah, when I was very new to the risk management function, that is 8 years back, previous organization, when that time the management trusted me and gave me an opportunity to lead the entire credit risk department, so entire risk department. I was initially clueless what where to start and how to go ahead. And the first task given for me is to frame around 30 plus policies across the organization's functions. So that actually, see, framing a policy is not so easy. First, we need to understand the business and the requirements, how it is can be adaptable, and no compromise on the regulations. So
Right.
that was a task which I took it and I completed it, and this was adapted by the company as well as the regulator has no issue on that particular policies. And then we actually assessing the company, and next step is like assessing, and then we have to frame a risk appetite levels for its activities, and framing the entire process policies, and the reshaping the risk department was a challenging task for me, but it was done so smoothly, and with all the efforts of the entire company, we came out of the regulatory scrutiny. And then the lesson which actually I learned from this incident is that, like, see, ability to achieve is beyond what you think about you. So, the regular, so for being an efficient or a effective leaders, there should be a constant learning and updations. And that's actually the learning which I learned from this particular.
Very, very nice. I would say very nice takeaway. And as you say, learning has no boundaries or nothing got to do with the age, right? It's a your learning curve has to always keep going higher and higher. So yes, definitely, I think that would also be a lesson for all of us or a take back from this session for all the youngsters out there who aspire to see themselves in the GRC space, climbing up the ladder. So yeah. Next is like we did speak about previously about AI and automation. So we understand these are also transforming the way the risk management is looked into. How do you see this technology shaping the future of compliance and financial risk?
The AI and the advancements in technologies in all fields having impacts, but there is no exception for the risk management. So, and see, actually, when the risk management earlier, it was like a traditional method, like it was a reactive approach where we will be doing an analysis basis the past trend, and also if there is any change in the trend, then we need to check. So it may be actually the risk would have happened before we finalize. Then now with the help of AI, the approach has been transformed to as a proactive approach. Real-time monitoring, automation, predictive capabilities has reshaped the risk department function and overall. And I would say that there is a lot of advantages because of this AI, like we can automate the entire process, real-time monitoring, and the accuracy of the data. And action can be taken before it occurs. So it is actually useful for the risk department now.
Right, absolutely. More of a proactive risk management than a reactive risk management. So I agree on that. So definitely during your entire journey in career, you would have had mentors who influenced your career. So what advice would you give to women aspiring to enter risk and compliance leadership roles? Said and done, yes, learning is one thing that we are going to take. But apart from that, do you have any advice that you would like to give women who aspire to be in this space in
Yeah,
leadership?
yes, of course. Actually, I am blessed with great leaders as my boss and my friends. In overall, from starting from my articleship to till date, over the 20 years of my experience, I have come across many leaders. And actually, I feel that every person has come with a unique quality. So, learning from each person is we can do something different. And for ladies and in risk department, I would say that there is no barriers and no exceptions. Ability is what you need to find out. So actually, everyone has to update ourselves with the latest technologies and how the market is behaving and how the what actions we need to take and what time we need to take. That actually important. And see, actually, we have to learn frequent learning is should not be stopped at any stage. And and also I would say that the approach towards the risk management should not be like from top to bottom. It should be a collaborative approach. So see, each department says some assessment in of the risk is can be done by us by identifying and all, but how it is adapted and how the organization changed or what corrections taken, it can be done only along with the departments. So department should know actually what is the risk and why it is happening and how it can be mitigated. Those things has to be downloaded to the all the department levels. So for people who is in the risk department, I would say that be a collaborative approach, and that will definitely help us to stabilize.
Absolutely, ma'am. So having always a collaborative work environment where you can always reach out to your colleagues and understand and learn from them as well, and also constantly updating your knowledge is something that we would again take as a takeaway from this session. And yes, I have another question for you, ma'am. One last question, I would say. What's one emerging risk that BFSI leaders should be paying more attention to right now?
So as I already told, like cybersecurity risk is the most important risk, which actually every financial institution has to look for, and it's and data privacy. So upgradations on the tool and investments in the infrastructures, regular training of the employees, effective change management, vendor risk management and monitoring, and privacy protections will definitely mitigate this risk.
That's great. That's great, ma'am. So before we end the session, I have a quick rapid fire. I'd like to have a quick rapid fire round with you, where I will ask you certain questions, and I would just want you to answer in a one word. What is the first thing that comes to your mind, ma'am? So
Okay.
first thing, yeah, one word that defines risk management.
I am.
Okay.
Means identify, assess, and mitigate the risk.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice, ma'am. Second, a leader you admire in the GRC space.
Mr. Thomas Matthews, a very independent director. He's having a rich experience in the risk management. He guides us like he is also involved in the business.
That's great. So he's the leader you admire. Great. The best career advice you've ever received.
Push yourself beyond the ability you think.
That's great, ma'am. A compliance rule you wish didn't exist.
See, being a compliance person, I can't say that it is relevant or not relevant. So every regulation is important. So I would say nothing.
Nothing. Okay. A book or a resource every risk professional should read.
Against the God.
Okay. Okay, definitely. I'll also go back and have a view of that book. Look into that. Yes. The most exciting part of your job.
Each day starts with a new task.
New tasks. So that's exciting. True. There's no repetition of tasks and you have something new always coming up and you're
Yes.
looking forward to it. That's great. One thing you do to unwind after a high stakes day.
A message or a call to my dear ones.
That's nice. That's nice. So yes, ma'am, we've come to the end of this interactive session. It was really a pleasure interacting with you. A lot of learning, definitely. Every time we had this conversation all through. It was a lot of learning for me as well, and I'm sure everybody who will be watching this video. So thank you so much for joining us in and being a very sweet guest.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And all the best. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.